What's up everyone, it's your boy Xmanny87 here, bringing you another Marvel Legends video, and what I have for you today is my ranking, review, overall thoughts on the Marvel Legends X-Force Wendigo Baf series wave. So, before I get into everything, if you could please leave a like rating on the video, it'll show your support for my channel, I greatly appreciate it. And with that said, let's get into it. So before I start ranking these, I would just like to take a brief moment to let you guys know, especially if you're new to my channel, why I do these ranking videos on a separate video. And that's pretty much because I like to, one, correct any mistakes that I have said in any of the videos. You know, I'm human, I'm not perfect, so I'll make mistakes. And sometimes I'll get to mention things that I didn't get to mention in my review, so I'm a very forgetful person, so sometimes I want to say things and I'm like, oh man, I forgot to say this in the video. So, and overall, just to let you know what are my personal favorites of the wave, and I also like to hear, you know, your guys' thoughts. What are your rankings and favorite figures as well? And if you're gonna complete the whole wave or not, whatever. It's just something to talk about because, you know, I love chatting with you guys. So, with that said, let's get into number 7. So, no surprise, the bottom of the list here goes to Caca Ball right here. Just not happy with not giving him any legs, man. Oh, that's such a bummer. And I know over at San Diego Comic-Con, they addressed the elephant in the room with Cannonball, and you know, we don't know if they're gonna release a version with legs. They're aware of it, though. They're very aware that, you know, we didn't appreciate him not having legs. Like, you know, just paying $20 for a half a Marvel Legends figure is just, oh man. This guy's basically an accessory, you know? And it's a shame, like I said, he could have been the best figure in this wave if he came with that and an alternate head, maybe with the goggles on. But yeah, bummer. But well, we'll move on. You know, number 6, I would give it to Guardian. So Guardian definitely let me down when the prototype image was a nice, beautiful metallic red color. It looked amazing, and I'm like, yeah, that captures the armor that he, you know, has in the comics. It was more color comic accurate. And this one isn't, you know, no accessories. Was just a bummer, but I showed you in my review that you can use the Iron Fist San Diego Comic-Con and, you know, swap that out. You gotta be creative on your end. So yeah, you know, just a plain old figure. And next is number 5 would be Wendigo Build-A-Figures. So, oh man, it was either him or Wolverine going in this spot, but just because Wolverine is pretty much a team builder, which, you know, we need for the X-Force team, and an updated Wolverine, I went with this Wendigo. But that's not to take away how good of a figure he is. He could have ended up higher on my list. You know, I love the paint job, the blood on the teeth, man, it's just sick. You got the tail there, that was a really nice piece, even though it's not you know, bendy wire or anything. At least it articulates to the point where you can rotate it, kind of like Nightcrawler. So that was really, really cool. And then, you know, the paint job overall, he was a really good Bat, man. He's solid, and I like him way more than the Sasquatch figure. And I definitely feel that his body base will definitely work for like a comic man-ape, you know, Build-A-Figure in the future. So I'm looking forward to seeing a comic M'Baku figure, you know, with this type of body mold, because that would look awesome. Definitely see a lot of customizers using this as a base body since he's already in white. And as I said, number 4 would be Wolverine, because, I mean, we're getting closer to completing an updated X-Force team from the late 2000s, and I love the claws here. I really, really dig them, man. They look so freaking cool. And, you know, just overall, the sculpt, the new hands, the new gloves, the new boots. I dig that. The X-Force belt. And the new head sculpt as well, because this is different. Man, it's again, I'm just, I mark out for Wolverine, so He's an amazing character, and Hasbro's just been killing it with giving us amazing Wolverine figures. Next up, number 3 is Boom Boom. And Boom Boom, man, let me tell you, man, she's like a winner of accessories for me in this wave. She is, I just had a total blast with this figure, and I just wish that her elbow joints bend in a little more, but just the Rob Liefeld design and inspiration for this figure, it just, his art come to life here, that put it over the top for me there, man. The effects, having that hand with the time bomb connected and the other one separated, you can do a lot of cool things with her. I just love that they went with the look that I wanted, and I also want to take the time in this review to say that in my review of Boom Boom, I said that this piece was new, and I was wrong. It's actually the Apocalypse Wave Storm. So we have seen it before, and, you know, well, what can you do, you know? Like I said, I'm a forgetful person, so I'm not perfect. And I would really love to see this body base actually being used as a Callisto, you know? Surprise, we haven't gotten a Callisto figure, so this is definitely the perfect body to make Callisto of the Morlocks. But yeah, the bubblegum effect, damn, that's so freaking cool. The hair, the earrings, you know, I just love it. I really love that Boom Boom figure. She has some new pieces added, just like the thigh strap here. You know, just overall a gorgeous female-looking figure. Number 2, gotta give it to Mr. Sinister here, man. Oh my God, he didn't know, like, I knew we needed an upgraded Mr. Sinister figure, you know, to fit in with our Hasbro Legends. But I didn't realize how much of an upgrade we needed when I put him side by side to the Toy Biz figure, and he just absolutely blew that figure away, man. And like I said, that Mr. Sinister was good for the time, but this one is so much better. The blue is more accurate, you know. Man, he's just so sick. The one thing I really wish is that he came with some sort of accessory, like an alternate head. I would have wished he came with that actually more than any other effect piece if I had to choose between the two, because I would have loved a non-smiling head, one where he's just, you know, neutral or just has a mean, you know, a mean look. He could have used some alt hands for sure, but man, I'll take this any day. This is amazing. Again, the paint job was so much better, and the cape, man, that's what really impressed me. Yeah, I really liked the cape from the Toy Biz figure. I was holding on to that figure so I could do a swap, but, you know, because I was afraid from the images, it looked like it was going to be super freaking stiff, and you can't remove it, but I'm just happy that it's almost has that Toy Biz feel where it's kind of, you know, loose, and it's not going to prevent you from posing or anything, and he's not, you know, top heavy as I thought he was going to be. Mr. Sinister is one of my all-time favorite X-Men villains, and I am just happy to own a Mr. Sinister figure to go with our Hasbro Marvel Legends, and it's just amazing. This figure, his sculpt is absolutely beautiful. Pretty much, you know, all new pieces right here. I believe the hands aren't, though. And then number 1 goes to Nightcrawler. I love Nightcrawler. Definitely one of my favorite all-time X-Men characters, and I am just super happy that Hasbro gave us a Nightcrawler this soon, man. I can't believe we're going to complete our X-Men Blue and Gold teams this year. I'm just absolutely ecstatic for that. And I did mention one thing in my review, that this was new, and it's that this was a new body mold, and someone had brought up to me that it's on the Superior body mold, but when I went to check, because I'm like, maybe it is, you know, I didn't realize it, the legs and the arms are from the Superior Spider-Man body, but it's not completely the Superior Spider-Man body. It is a absolutely new torso. So yeah, as you can see there, It is definitely a new torso. As you can see, waist, this guy's so much thinner, you know, and Nightcrawler is definitely a little thicker on this side as far as depth, and that's pretty much to complement the sculpting on the top here. So it's not the same at all. So this is a new sculpt entirely, because this shoulder piece, all that's engraved in, you know, that's part of the sculpt. So it's not like a piece of layer over this Superior Spider-Man body, because this dude's got like a freaking bird chest. He has like no chest, or at least Nightcrawler has a chest. So and the crotch piece is also new. So as you can see, this is smaller. These hips are terrible. That waist was so bad on this figure that now when you look at it, this is better proportioned. And obviously it's new because they have the tail right here. They meaning Nightcrawler, my bad. Has the tail right there. So yeah, it is new, but the legs are definitely the same, and the arms. So Nightcrawler has new hands, new feet, new lower torso, new upper torso, and obviously a new head. So, and yeah, definitely if you see like the butterfly joint after inspecting it, yep, it's definitely a new upper body, and I'm not wrong there. Nightcrawler is also a winner of accessories in this wave because we didn't get much accessories. So with the sword and the extra hand, the open hand, which is cool, the 2 additional heads, man, the screaming head, the neutral head, they look great, and the smiling head is just amazing. And it's, you know, unfortunately the tail isn't bendy wire, but at least it articulates and it still looks good either way. We got 2 figures in this wave with tails. He's just so posable, man. I just had a blast with this figure, and you guys are gonna love this Nightcrawler figure, so definitely go pick him up, man. If there's any figure in this wave that you would ask me which one to get first, I would say Nightcrawler, man. You know, definitely Nightcrawler is the first buy for this wave. And Mr. Sinister too, so these 2 should definitely be your first buys if you're not into everyone else. So my overall thoughts on this wave, despite the lack of accessories, because only 2 figures come with accessories, and, well, if you count Cannonball, he's one big accessory, is that it is definitely a team builder wave, you know? You got your Wolverine for your X-Force, you have your Nightcrawler, and Mr. Sinister for your X-Men and X-Men villains, you know? You have Boom Boom Cannonball for your X-Force classic New Mutants X-Force run, Rob Liefeld days, and Guardian for Alpha Flight. You got Wendigo, well, that can go with either your X-Men themed you know, villains, or Avengers villains, or, you know, Alpha Flight, whatever you're looking to build. You know, this team will contribute to building those displays on your shelves. Definitely want to see more teams come along, especially at X-Force Nightcrawler. Want that so bad. So this wave is definitely a must-buy if you want to complete all those teams. And if not, if you're just going to cherry-pick, you know, certain essential X-Men characters like the Nightcrawler and Sinister, then, you know, do you. Anyway, guys, I hope you found this video informative, and I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your rankings, and you know, who are you excited? If there are any teams, who are you excited to complete? And with that said, leave a like rating on the video, comment, we'll chat about it. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. Link is in the description below. Get your X-Force Marvel Legends figures at Big Bad Toy Store. Link is in the description below. And enjoy the pics at the end of the video. Share and subscribe if you're new. And see you on the next review. Peace, peace.